the funding of the startups. We have discussed some part of it, so we will not spend too much time, but we had proposed to the government 4 windows. We had proposed 4 windows, 25,000 to 5 lakhs, up to 25,000, 25,000 to 5 lakhs, 5 lakhs to 25 lakhs, and 25 lakhs to 5 crore. These were the 4 slabs that we suggested to the government for early stage investment. Any thought on that? Is there anything to modify here, or it's okay? Please, is it okay? Any thought? And what are the mechanisms? See, one question that you were raising earlier, we will have to agree to some norms of scrutiny, but I would say that norms of scrutiny should become stricter as you go up. So, up to 25,000 should be very easy, 25 to 5 lakh should be slightly more difficult, but not too difficult, and the time limits we have kept in the note that you must have seen, within 1 month up to 5 lakh, up to 25 lakh in 3 months, and up to 5 crore in 5 months roughly, which means almost say 6 months. So, that is the maximum time we think any proposal should take. Otherwise, if there is no limit, then there is no accountability. I am not sure whether they will accept it, that is not the point, but question is our mind should be clear as to what we want. Then we can press upon them to see whether they will agree to that, or they will like some changes. So, no, level is supposing you have to build a circuit, and most of the components you can find in your college workshop, right. What you need support is for traveling to the mentor, maybe buy 1 or 2 components from outside, correct, and it is possible that you may have to do 5, 7, 10, 20 trials, and some cases you may have to even hire somebody from outside for a month or so, some person who will do some coding, or pay somebody for doing some coding or whatever, embedded systems and some such as that. So, that the costing can be worked out maybe 10, 15,000. I will give you an example. When we talk to the students who gave an idea of, they worked out a prototype. They put a small microscope here, 2 inches microscope, bits पिलाने के दिखा सकते हो उनका, go to SIF, हाँ, तो we'll show you that. नीचे आ जाओ, ऊपर जाओ, नहीं, मेन पे जाओ, हाँ, नहीं इसमें नहीं, फर्स्ट पेज पे ही है, उसका प्रोटोटाइप का फोटो नहीं है, लेकिन कोई बात नहीं, देखा, और यही वाला, ये जो है. अब ये जो स्टूडेंट हैं, सेल फोन माइक्रोस्कोपी, स्पेक्ट्रोफोटोमीटर, ठीक है, ये put a microscope here, they took a blood drop, amplified it. At that time they were amplifying it 200 times. Then an algorithm which will tell you whether there is a malaria or not with 75% accuracy. I thought it was a great idea. We have a lot of ASHA workers in the country. There is no way we can do malarial test for people when there is a fever in villages. हम शहरों में नहीं कर पाते, तो गाँव में तो कैसे करेंगे? And 75% accuracy is reasonably good, because if you give malarial tablet without malaria, that is not good, that creates problem. If you do not give malarial tablets, just give paracetamol when there is a malaria, that is also not good. So, at least you have a line of treatment which is clear, and you could do that. We asked him, how much money do you need to take it to next level? बोले सर 8-10 हज़ार रुपये सिर्फ. मैंने क्या करोगे? बोले सर हमको लेंस बनवाना है एक. They said we want to make a lens. So, I said all right, if you want a lens, how much will it cost? Then I met somebody, one Professor Goti in ISC, in a meeting where I was there in biotechnology meeting. He is a optics expert. He was also working on similar problem, and he said you do not need to amplify beyond 50 times, 200 times is too much. So, then the lens specification changed, and for 50 times lens was easier to make or fine. He also said that look, I can calibrate your algorithm and I have got very good facilities. They said, sir, can we come for 3 months? He said, come with me, I will pay for your stay, I will feed you, just come. He did not charge a penny. So, they are now from 1st January, they were going to be spending 3 months in IC, then they will come to Ahmedabad for final taking it to next level of business entrepreneurship. We have invested about 25,000 rupees. 25,000 rupees is all we have given, so that they can travel, they came here to meet, all of that cost. Student है, थोड़ा पैसा चाहिए उनको, मैंने कहा ये लो, टेलीफोन करना है, कुछ भी करना है, don't hesitate. Just do whatever Dr. Goti suggests to you, and I am sure you are in best hand that we can offer in the country. That is all it was. There were several other projects, similar very, very powerful projects which were there presented, and there were 4 at least on which we decided to invest, and that is when this SIF was born. Because हाँ, और अभी जो इन्होंने जो इन्वेस्ट किया वो भी दिखाएंगे, जिसमें IIM Ahmedabad Alumni Association Ahmedabad chapter. So IIM 4 A's, ट्रिपल ए नहीं है रेटिंग, 4A रेटिंग है. So 4A रेटिंग के बाद में उन्होंने दे ऑल्सो several of them, हिमल के साथ में रंगायच एंड फ्यू द परेश वाज आल्सो देयर, अभी चले गए वो. 7-8 लोग बैठे, डिस्कस किया, 1 घंटे के अंदर दे टुक अ डिसीजन, अमल भी था. So now that's one another way to do that, where you can call them high net worth individuals, you can call them well wishers who can invest. And our feeling is that for first 25,000, even government should not bother about any stake. They should just give and forget. But before giving, you have a right to ask 1 or 2, 3 questions. That's okay, that's fair. Now those questions and that scrutiny, what we want to confirm. Will it be all right if principals of 3 colleges, but again our problem is that in every district we have to make a system work. Who you think is the most competent? Because you may say IT principal, sir उसने तो वो तो promotion होके आया, उसको क्या मालूम है entrepreneurship के बारे में. Engineering college principal, sir उसको क्या मालूम है. तो किसको मालूम है भाई, कैसे करें? We need a operational system. What is your recommendation? नहीं, entrepreneurs एक हो जाएगा. देखो दोनों चीज़ें हैं, there is a technical and there is a business part. Entrepreneur may not know about that field, you know. अब districts में तो electronics के लोग ज़्यादा नहीं मिलेंगे ना हमको. Electronics के लोग हैं metros में ज़्यादातर या small towns में कहीं कहीं पहुँच जाएंगे, बट डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल पे तो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक का नहीं मिलेगा. अब स्टूडेंट का आइडिया इलेक्ट्रॉनिक का है तो फिर क्या करेंगे? सो यू नीड समबडी हु नोज लिटिल बिट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और इलेक्ट्रिकल. देन यू नीड समबडी हु हैज़ एन एंटरप्रेन्योरियल एक्सपीरियंस कि भाई इस आइडिया में कुछ दम लग रहा है, इसको आगे बढ़ना तो थोड़ा सा. व्हाट हु एल्स शुड बी द थर्ड पर्सन? No, innovation club is the one which will help us in scouting them. That will be a club of students. There is a concept of reverse mentoring. The reverse mentoring is where the younger people assess the idea, not the senior people. So we recently organized a workshop of children for children, and we found that children can come out with sometimes most startling ideas and most revealing insights. So one of the ways is that we should also have a younger student, first year or second year student in that committee, who uses his naivety to the best advantage. जिसको कुछ नहीं पता, इसलिए वो he will ask all these, I mean so called foolish questions. ठीक है ना? So we can have somebody who is young but who is enthusiastic, maybe coordinator of the innovation club, could be coordinator of the entrepreneurship club, but some young person who knows that he can be on the other side tomorrow. So who is little empathetic, who brings the student perspective, who brings the youth perspective, and from first year or second year, not from third or fourth year. So by the time you know how to build the system, जैसे हमारे second year में आके बच्चों को पता लग जाता है फिर. तो वो we need from the first year or second year. That could be one possible. Any other idea that you have? This is one model. Any other model? Entrepreneur, technical person, and a young person. क्या दोबारा बोलो? One of the potential client. All right, that is a good thought. That the client who you think you are making it for can be made party of the scrutiny. Whether they will, supposing this gets done, will their pain be solved? Good point. बड़ा अच्छा point है ये. हाँ नहीं ठीक है.
Really good status. Say professors talk about books and whatever is the curriculum, but somebody really working on it and say has a code in some dictionary, something, then उन दोनों का एक perfect alignment होना चाहिए to guide the entrepreneurs.
Guide का और
whether it will work or not, और अपना अपना perspective देने के लिए.
किसका?
जैसे
नहीं देखो ऐसा है कि when we are talking about district level, I am deliberately taking a situation where we have to implement the policy with the minimum support system. अब आप मान लो डांग में हो या आप कच्छ में हो या सुरेंद्र नगर में हो या इवन राजकोट में हो. अब राजकोट में कुछ कॉलेजेस तो हैं, लेकिन वो कॉलेजेस ने तो कोई इंक्यूबेट किया नहीं किसी को आज तक, ठीक है ना। हाँ, कुछ फैकल्टी मेंबर्स हैं जिन्होंने गाइड किया है इंडिविजुअल लेवल पर, बट दे मे नॉट बी इन योर कॉलेज, दे मे बी इन सम अदर कॉलेज. सो yes, we can think of some people who are going to mentor you, but generally they will not know mentor before they start. कुछ तो काम करेंगे ना तभी तो mentor मिलेगा.
जैसे this case is very rare, but if something like this comes up, it's the perfect scene. जैसे a wonderful technology worked on, you have a wonderful mentor from educational department, and then somebody actually working on it in topmost companies, say fantabulous companies. अब उन कंपनीज में भी आजकल इनोवेशन का, वर्किंग ऑन योर ओन आइडियाज़, ये सब होता रहता है. इट्स अब एक वीक जैसे हैकाथॉन हो गया, एक वीक का, एक महीने का टाइम दिया, एंड यू वर्क ऑन योर आइडिया एंड प्रूव इट. सो अ लीडर on that end, if is willing to come to this end also.
It's a good thought, but have dealt with so many companies. Their interest is still too much introverted. Even Mahindra Rise, for that matter, which is the largest platform at the moment, they invest up 45 lakh rupees, give award of 40 lakh, not invest, they give 45 lakh rupees award. The quality of ideas they have been able to attract, they don't give any mentoring, no hand holding, they just give award and matter is over. Ab, I will not name, but some of the people whom we may give cancellation award, वो 45 लाख पे देते हैं, तो उनका जजमेंट ठीक है, अच्छी बात है, दे देते हैं तो बुरी बात नहीं है, किसी को पैसा मिले तो. बट व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से कि वो बार हाई नहीं है उसके अंदर. Similarly, if you look at 3M awards, you look at GE awards, you look at Indian Merchant Chamber award, some of them were there, Ramdas was there. 4 of them were Gyati winner, the one that we gave awards for. So our scrutiny, I would say, at this moment is the best scrutiny in the country. I mean, they get all kinds of award, 3M award, GE award, IMC award, Shunya award, ET Now award, you name the awards. Why are they all going to, most of them are going to the people who have won the Gandhian Young Technological Innovation Award. Naturally, there is something in this scrutiny, but still none of them are mentoring them, including 3M, with whom I spent 3 hours. I won't want to spend even 1 hour with somebody without purpose, without a tangible result. There I spent 3 hours. No, they are not spending. See, giving award is easy. What you are saying, what we are discussing is how to scrutinize and how to support those people. Any other thought about scrutiny and support?
So what would be the motivation for them to come down?
Yeah.
So my point is, ऐसा क्या होता है सर कि जैसे मतलब आप बुरा मत मानिएगा, बट 25-25, 30 साल वाले जो एक्सपीरियंस के प्रोफेसर होते हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल एक इलेक्ट्रिकल का प्रोफेसर था, आई वेंट टू हिम, आई टोल्ड हिम ऐसा ऐसा है, कह रहा नहीं हो सकता, तो उनका एक मेंटल बैरियर होता है. ठीक है सर,
बुरा मानने की बात नहीं है. मेरा खाली 38 साल का ही अनुभव है. या ज़्यादा है, 73-74 से लेकर. हाँ,
तो अगर इसको अपने को ग्राउंड लेवल पे इसको एग्जीक्यूट करना है, तो मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ, उस प्रोफेसर को बिठाओ साथ में. अगर मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि मेरा सिस्टम एरोडायनेमिक्स पे वर्क करके इलेक्ट्रिकल को एफिशिएंसी बढ़ा सकता है, तो एक एरोडायनेमिक्स वाले को बढ़ाओ. अगर मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि मैं इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में इंप्रूव करके इलेक्ट्रिकल की एफिशिएंसी को बढ़ा सकता हूँ, तो एक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स वाले को बिठाओ. मतलब वो
व्हाट वी विल से,
वैरायटी लेके
वन मेंबर यू नॉमिनेट, खत्म बात.
सर ये तो आप
हम कह देंगे ना यार,
25
नहीं, मैं लिख दूंगा इस बात को कि जूरी में एक पर्सन विल बी नॉमिनेटेड बाय द इनोवेटर.
ओके,
ठीक है कि नहीं?
ठीक है सर.
सो दैट एटलीस्ट यू विल हैव द फेथ,
यस
यार हमारी सुनी गई.
ठीक है सर, ठीक है.
तुम नॉमिनेट कर दो, होना चाहिए टेक्निकल आदमी,
हाँ सर,
तुम नॉमिनेट कर दो उसको.
ठीक है सर.
ठीक है कि नहीं?
ओके,
तुम्हें खबर रहेगी किस ग्राउंड क्या सारी बात हुई अंदर की,
हाँ
सारी खबर मिल जाएगी, ट्रांसपेरेंसी हो जाएगी.
ठीक है
तो
सर.
नहीं कर सकते हम यार.
हाँ जी सर. बाकी सर हम
बाकी
एंटरप्रेन्योर्स,
तो बाहर है ना भाई, 3 या 5 लोगों में से एक आदमी अगर आपका नॉमिनी है तो क्या बुरी बात है इसमें.
ठीक है सर, ठीक है सर.
सिस्टम को ट्रांसपेरेंट बनाना है तो कुछ
यस
करना
यस
पड़ेगा.
यस यस.
हाँ, डन. तो ये तो लिख
Sir-
लो भाई बात को. One nominee from the, in fact if there are many then they can discuss, if they agree on someone or a few then they can be nominee, but if they want one person for coming up for their time of jury, we can even do that, 10 people for 10 nominees for 10 person, that also we can do.
सर एक पॉइंट और है, जैसे हम लोग अपनी एप्लीकेशन भेजेंगे किसी को, ठीक है, उसने
बड़ा अच्छा आइडिया ये पॉसिबल है.
हमने अपनी एप्लीकेशन भेजी, उसने टेक्निकल बंदे को भेजी, टेक्निकल बंदे ने हमें मेल पे रिप्लाई कर दिया, ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं है, यही रीज़न है. मैं कहता हूँ मैं एंटरप्रेन्योर हूँ और मैं टेक्निकल भी जानता हूँ मैं तो हम दोनों को आसपास बिठाया जाए और ओपन टेक्निकल डिबेट कराया जाए।
देखो ऐसा होगा, दो इश्यूज हैं। एक तो पॉसिबल नहीं है कोई टेक्निकल ग्राउंड पे देगा, दूसरा है दो तीन तरीके हैं इसको करने के। एक होता है प्रायर आर्ट सर्च।
ओके
प्रायर आर्ट जानते हो? तो मतलब पहले क्या हुआ उस फील्ड में, उसको काम को रिव्यू करना, उसको प्रायर आर्ट सर्च बोलते हैं।
ओके
लिटरेचर रिव्यू जैसे होता है, पेटेंट्स का भी और लिटरेचर का भी और मार्केट में भी। अब हम नहीं जानते कि डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल पे हम वो कैपेसिटी क्रिएट कर पाएंगे नियर फ्यूचर में। NIF तो करता है, नेशनल इनोवेशन फाउंडेशन करती है, सृष्टि भी करती है,
ओके
जाति में भी हम करते हैं, लेकिन वहाँ कर पाएंगे वो पॉसिबल नहीं है। तो अभी हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा कि या तो हम उनको सिखाएं कि भाई आप थोड़ा सा रिव्यू कर लो लिटरेचर बिफोर यू से नो।
यस यस
हो सकता है कहीं और कोई काम हो रहा है, तो हम अपने इंडिया के आईडी को सिर्फ इसलिए खत्म ना कर दें कि वहाँ हो चुका है काम या वहाँ हो रहा है। भाई हमारे इंडिया में तो अपलोड नहीं है ना,
यस यस
तो कोशिश करो उसको बढ़ाओ आगे।
ठीक है
We'll develop some guidelines of this kind. That is one thing we can do. The second thing we can do is that whenever there is a rejection, we can send it to at least one more reference. और क्या कर सकते हैं?
यस यस
भाई आप ऐसा करो ना, जब आप अपना proposal suggest करो, many evaluation committees do that. In our institute also we do that. When faculty evaluation take place, from assistant professor to associate professor, associate to full professor, we ask the faculty member to nominate some potential judges. उसके दो कारण होते हैं, एक तो ये कि उनको नहीं भेजेंगे जिनको तुम रिकमेंड कर रहे हो, लेकिन उनमें से एक को जरूर भेजते हैं,
अच्छा
एक को उनमें से ले लेते हैं। तो उससे एडवांटेज ये होता है कि भाई एनीबडी हु यू थिंक इज मोस्ट कॉम्पिटेंट, एटलीस्ट उनके फीडबैक भी आ जाए। अगर वो भी ये कह रहे हैं जिनको तुमने नॉमिनेट किया है कि नहीं अभी ड्यू नहीं है, तो फिर आपको कोई ग्राउज नहीं रहता। यू हैव ट्रस्ट इन द सिस्टम। सो व्हाट वी विल डू, वी विल आस्क एवरी एप्लीकेंट टू रिकमेंड नेम ऑफ 2 or 3 पोटेंशियल जजेस हु कैन इवैल्यूएट दैट आइडिया। ठीक है कि नहीं?
आई एग्री
ऐसा कर देंगे।
ठीक है थैंक यू
एनी अदर? यस
Sir, one thing to promote more startups one thing that I feel is that I had heard of TechCrunch Disrupt, जहाँ पे बहुत सारे startups आते हैं and everyone puts up their ideas and stuff and they're given 5 minutes. Every startup is given 5 minutes to present their idea and based on that the one that is the best is awarded. तो ऐसा कुछ हो सकता है यहाँ पे?
वो देखो ये सब थोड़े से गिमिक्स हैं। अगर इतनी दिमाग हमारे पास होता कि हम 5 मिनट में जज कर लें आइडिया की कीमत, तो हम जीनियस हैं यार। मैं नहीं मानता इस बात को कि भाई मैं जज कर सकता हूँ किसी आइडिया को सिर्फ 5 मिनट के अंदर। वो होते हैं, वो चीज़ें ठीक है अपनी जगह पर हैं, बट आई थिंक वी नीड टू गिव मोर टाइम, वी नीड टू गिव मोर प्रोसेस। Calling them for presentation, that will be arising, the question will arise after they scrutinize, they have been cleared through one stage of filtering. So let us first have the first stage of clearing and then we'll go to the next stage. So we close this point here that we will have at least 2 or 3 potential referees who will be recommended by the applicant, who can judge the idea, who are technically competent in the field, and if possible you can give their citation, 1 or 2 references of what project they have guided, what publication they have made, so that you make it the credentials of the person. Just because he is your uncle or aunt, you can't give their name. नहीं ठीक बात है कि नहीं? That is one, we will put that down. Second is that we will also like that you provide your own argument, you give your own literature review to suggest why your idea is different from what is available in the market. Distinctive क्या, ये 2 चीज़ें करेंगे, and then referees में से किसी को भेजेंगे, and third is that we will try to invite at least one person, we meaning government may invite one person in the committee which is recommended by the person. चलो ठीक है, आगे चलते हैं. So about funding, any other issue about funding? We have discussed now how to fund, how funding requirement will be assessed. We are saying the first round should be without equity, without stake, without any obligation. It's almost like a grant. Second stage के अंदर you can start the discussion, but I would, my personal preference is that even up to 5 lakh it should be grant, and only after that you should ask for equity. तो जो हमने टेप प्रोग्राम बनाया था गवर्नमेंट के अंदर बहुत साल पहले 98 में, उसमें ऐसा ही था, उसमें तो अप टू 25 लाख की ग्रांट थी. BIRAC, Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, for which I wrote the proposal for the government when it was set up, up to 25, up to 50 lakh they give grant, no equity in biotechnological field for startups. And they invest in ideas on which you may not have done much except making a case. So there is only one program at the moment in the country which invests. Renu Sarup, the main director of BIRAC, will be coming to the conference in January 19 to 22, one of the days. And those of you who work in biotechnology space should write to BIRAC. That's a good. We are trying to scale up that model actually. For biotechnology, that's a very good model. They have supported more than 170 different startups in 2 years. So there are not too many such examples in the country. Anything else about any other idea? Any other early stage funding issue. We also thought that should we create a SPV which may be able to take the money out of the government's account into a autonomous agency which funds these startups, because many times the financial advisor of the ministry and the department create a lot of problem because they have absolutely no commitment to the entrepreneurship. तो वो तो अच्छे अच्छे प्रोग्राम काट देते हैं. तो इसलिए we were thinking that if there is a autonomous agency, just for example Gujarat Venture Fund, when it was set up by Gujarat government in partnership with IDBI and others, it has supported a lot of people in this country, state, and one of the most successful venture fund at the state level among all the states of the country, GVFL. So maybe something of that kind, or micro venture innovation fund that I have set up, where we give money under single signature up to 15 lakh, no collateral, no co-obligant, and all investments are given on website. All investments are given on website. If you go to nifindia.org/MVIF, enter, नीचे आ जाओ, ऊपर जाओ, लिस्ट कहाँ है? हाँ, इसको टाइप प्रिंट करो, बड़ा दबाओ उसको. MVIF का नहीं है बटन? नहीं, इसी में है. नहीं, funded. Actually, it should have been here, but नहीं MVIF में जाइए ना. हाँ, ये this button should be also there. वो गलती लगी. अब ये जो है सारे इन्वेस्टमेंट जो हैं, कहीं 3 लाख, कहीं 1 लाख, 3 लाख, परेश पंचाल का कितना दिया फाइनेंशियल ईयर 2012 में, सब एवरीथिंग इज ट्रांसपेरेंट, complete. It is only for the informal sector though. It is not for the students of technology. It is only for school children and informal sector, not associated with the professional sector. But under SIF, which we shared earlier, sif.sashi.org, anybody is eligible, so long as, but our bias is toward the students, engineering students or technology students, and social application, something to solve a social unmet need. If you have, how can I buy jewelry, that we will not consider. No, there are people who may do projects on jewelry purchase, but that is not what SIF will like to invest in. वो कोई और करे फिर उसके. But if there is something about जैसे ब्रूम वाली मशीन है और चीज़ें हैं, वो सब जो नीचे चलो. हाँ, तो ये सब जो हैं, ये आइडियाज़, these are the ones that we thought were deserving, जिनको हमने सपोर्ट किया. जैसे ये इसका है, रघुनाथ का है, और आगे चलो, ये भी रघुनाथ का मॉडल है, ये भी है. फिर ये फ्रिज वाला आइडिया है, बड़ा अच्छा इंटरेस्टिंग आइडिया ध्रुव का. अब नाउ ही डजंट वांट, इफ एनी वन ऑफ यू वांट टू टेक इट अप, इट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग आइडिया कि जो कंप्रेसर होता है फ्रिज का, इट प्रोड्यूसेस हीट, बट दैट हीट इज गोइंग वेस्ट. सो व्हाट ही हैज़ डन, ही हैज़ पुट अ हीट एक्सचेंजर along the compressor, made a hot water chamber on the top. Now you can keep food warm and you also keep food cold, whatever you want, and when you take the heat away, the compressor works less, life gets extended, energy consumption goes down by 18%. Good, less energy, more output. No. But we are looking, he doesn't want to take it forward. We need someone else now to run with this idea.
Out of 97 awards that we have given in GITR, at least 40% are not wanting themselves to become entrepreneurs. They want to still innovate. So what could be the model that you take these innovations by others doorstep, or how do you do it? I mean, this is necessary. खुद नहीं करना चाहते.
Can you put it in auctions?
हाँ, क्या बोल रहे हो?
Can you put it in auctions or maybe create a regional development fund?
Something, because I mean, see, what I talked to 2 or 3 innovators.
Yeah.
Later that too will love innovating. We can't stick to that. We can't implement. So a model is required for this thing that how do you take from innovators to commercialize, and how do you match make these 2 characters? Because 40% of these 97 awardees say that we will still innovate, but we can't take it to market.
We did kind of similar thing, case study I can say, in Brunel University when we started Brunel Entrepreneur Society. And particularly we had engineering department and engineering students come up with innovations. We created the Made in Brunel. It's an online platform where the innovators put their products. And
What's the point?
Point was like this: out of 97 GITO winners, 40% said that we don't want to go.
Correct, they want to do higher studies, and that is the middle class mentality, where large number of students will go for PhD or postdoc, and and they are so brilliant that they will also get good admission in good universities, and their career, their life profile, their personal life aspirations do not encourage them. Now, what we are trying to do in such cases is to assign those technologies to either our platform or wherever, so that, or their guides, so that somebody else can take it forward. Correct. That we will have to see, because if we bring all those hassles, nobody may come forward, because somebody will say, look, you have done whatever you could do, maybe I will have to do so much more work that I mean may not want to share. We have to be liberal in this regard, otherwise what happens, good ideas will remain stuck where they are. That is our, we have seen that from 2009-10 onwards. A lot of ideas did not progress because people were possessive, they would not work and they would not let anybody else work. I am telling everybody on this issue that please open your mind. If you think like that, that you will neither work yourself, because somebody will come to your door and knock the door and stand with a checkbook and then give you a check for just your idea, forget about it, nothing happens, that does not happen. I have not seen that happening in any single case. There are many people are sitting from who got Gyati award. How many people approached you for investment in your idea? Anybody approached? And I mean, in his case at least the company hired him, but in other cases neither a prospective employer has talked to you nor a company has talked to you. So, this is a fact. In our country at this moment, the hunger for innovation is very low, and we do not have a system, but we have to move ahead and work with this. So, I think we will stop the funding discussion here and go to the next point, which is what are the support we need from the state government and central government. There are a lot of regulations, which come in the way. I will tell you later about what Kerala did, but we need to know from those who have set up enterprise, where did you face problems, which you mentioned about the what is that, turnover? No, which registration you required 75,000 rupees for raw material, what you were saying? You were talking about some registration which took a lot of money.
45,000.
Which for what?
VAT register. For 10,000 deposit for GST and 10,000 for CST and 25,000 advance VAT.
Okay.
And whenever you sell the product, they recall from
Okay.
your deposit.
Okay.
But anyway, the 25 comes back very soon.
Yeah.
Once you start selling.
Okay. What else?
Regulatory.
Anything else? Yes.
Like certification for organic, certified organic, we need at least 60,000.
Huh?
60,000, 60.
For certification by?
For certification.
By?
Private agencies.
This IMO and other things in
Yes,
in
yes.
Bangalore and so on.
Yeah.
Third party inspection cost.
Correct. Correct. Okay. Anything else? I mean, there are some costs which can be deferred, but there are some regulations also, some requirements. There is a Factory Act, there is a Maternity Benefit Act, there is a Kerala shop, I am talking Kerala, Contract Labour Regulation Abolition Act, Payment of Wages Act, Minimum Wages Act, Employment Exchange, Compulsory Notification of Vacancy Act. There are many provisions that if you receive any fund from public agency, you are sometime constrained by some of these. I am not so sure how much we are constrained at this moment. So, I want to check from you, those who have run the enterprise, what are the kind of constraints you have experienced?
Can it be something like National Council of
National Council, I was a member of National Innovation Council.
So, but sir, that should be
No,
done by
but
graduate entrepreneurs.
let us hear the entrepreneurs. Let us hear the entrepreneurs who have gone through this hassle. We want their feedback.
सर
हाँ।
मैं यहाँ पे अटीजा में गया था, तो वहाँ पे उनकी रिसर्च लैब है, वहाँ पे मैं अपने मटेरियल्स की टेस्टिंग करा सकता हूँ और मुझे जो मटेरियल चाहिए मैं दे भी सकता हूँ। तो मैंने उनको जब पूछा कि मेरे को कोई डिस्काउंट मुझे मिलेगा, तो कहते हैं आप एकेडमिक से हो। तब एक्चुअली मैं अहमदाबाद यूनिवर्सिटी से एसोसिएटेड हूँ, तो मैंने कह दिया हाँ मैं एकेडमिक से। अगर मैं उन्हें कहता मैं स्टार्टअप से, तो कहते नहीं मिलेगा। बट उनको समझाना मुश्किल है, स्टार्टअप और एकेडमिक एकदम एक ही लेवल पे है।
नहीं, but okay. There are two questions here. One, if we get every startup affiliated with some educational institution, then this problem can be solved. Probably because getting regulation change takes time. In the short run, I would rather wish that you get affiliated with some institution and then go through that. That is the easier solution to my mind. कोई तो college agree करेगा ना भाई तुमको affiliate करने के लिए यार क्या दिक्कत है. So that is one thing we should look at. Secondly, ideally we should have concessions for the startup. That is a medium term answer. I would not say long term, medium term. I will give you some examples that when we do trials in NIF for validation of technologies, some of the universities quoted us the same price that they will quote to a large company. We said we were working for small farmers, small artisans, small mechanics. It is not fair that you charge so much. 99% have not charged at all for their time, they have only charged for consumable. So, our average cost is very low. But I am saying that some did ask for very huge amounts for validation of particularly veterinary medicine, 10 animals, this, all of it. So, they do not distinguish. When we went for testing of a tractor by Bhanji Bhai, 3-wheel tractor, Visakhapatnam, there was a 500-page document that has to be prepared before testing begins in Budni. And then you have to pay the fees, which is same as Escort or Massey Ferguson or any other company will pay, no distinction for a small farmer. So, in India at the moment we do not have a separate window for startups. We are trying, we will do that, we already discussed that. But I am saying that if there is any other requirement that you have, any other regulation that you have to fulfill, some registration apart from the sale tax and VAT and the any other registration that you have, then we need to know which you have, which has come in the way, which you face difficulty. If it is a normal registration, get it done, but it is something that takes trouble, that causes some inconvenience to you. Anybody has experienced any problem with that?
Municipal tax.
Municipal tax, what does it mean? How much it is?
50,000.
Per year?
25,000 it doubles if you are a rented place. What sense it makes, I don't know.
If you are in an own place, then less.
Then 25,000 if you have a rented place, it's double.
And per year or per month?
Just per year.
For doing any business? Right?
See, within municipal tax is 10,000 for your self-occupied property, and if you have rented it out, then the tax will be double.
Rented it out?
Yeah.
No, you are saying rented in. If you are in a rented house,
Yes.
you pay 25,000, 50,000.
Yeah.
In fact, it comes that the owner should pay because he is earning from the rent.
That is the
Exactly. It
reason.
should be
But
the
what happens if the owner passes it on to the renter?
But
It goes to that.
our commercial activities, non-commercial activities are not allowed now.
No, no, it is commercial property.
Even for the commercial property you go, so if suppose 1,000 rupees is the, if suppose we received the tax of 75,000. Last year we paid only 35, I think 60,000 or something. We came to know that why it is so it's rented property, so it's not rented anymore. Because one of my trustee is the owner of the premises. So again they reduce the tax and this and it. So many times it happens that people when they start charging it, people say no, it's not rented. It is owned by anybody.
Okay,
Kind of,
all right.
But this is true for anybody, whether it is startup or.
No, no, but we can, for startup it cannot be as high as for any business. I mean, we need to have, and you are penalizing them. I didn't know that. This is a good point. Please write down that, and we will definitely write to municipal commissioner and tell her to change this policy. But for the startup, do you do MSME registration? Anybody has done MSME registration? You have done MSME free of cost, because that registration, no, registration will entitle them to be called as enterprise. Without, you don't have to set up a company. Company जरूरी नहीं है MSME के लिए. You can even have a proprietary firm, but they will, that registration is important because then you are recognized enterprise.
Address proof also.
That's
That
what
is
I'm
not
saying.
an issue.
So you can be an enterprise by getting MSME registration, and then become eligible for other things. I don't know whether you got MSME registration or not. Municipal tax तो आपको pay करना पड़ा ना?
Yeah, I'm paying professional taxes also to municipal and that Gumasta Dara fees and these all things.
What other fees?
Gumasta Dara. swap registrations, something for municipal.
ये जो एमएसएमई आपने कहा है कि ये तो जो अभी जो एक्ट है गुजरात गवर्नमेंट की, तो आप अगर कोई क्लस्टर में हैं या कोई स्पेसिफाइड जोन में है तो आपको मिल जाता है, लेकिन अगर तुम अहमदाबाद में बख्तियारपुर में चालू कर रहे हो तो तुम्हारा वो जोन में नहीं आता है, तो तुमको वो सब्सिडी नहीं देते, they don't give the 50%, okay? So बात ये है कि क्या ऐसे भी अब तुमने तो जाके चालू किया क्योंकि तुमको वहाँ मिल रहा था जगह, बहुत सारे लोग होंगे जो जाके जीआईडीसी में चालू नहीं कर सकते, तो उनके लिए क्या चैलेंजेस हो सकती है? क्योंकि ये बहुत सारे स्टार्टअप्स ये कह रहे हैं, many are telling the same thing, that कि all these facilities of MSMEs entitled when you are inside a cluster, I mean GIDC or something, but if you are beyond the cluster, starting in a hostel room and registered even in an MSME, you don't get those things. So how do you equalize?
लेकिन सर गांधीनगर में ये प्रॉब्लम फेस ही नहीं हुआ है, क्योंकि गांधीनगर में मुझे इजीली वो एमएसएमई का रजिस्ट्रेशन मुझे मिल गया था। जीआईडीसी में नहीं सर, मैंने दो फॉर्म नेम का रजिस्टर्ड है। मेरा एक नैनोसॉफ्ट का है, दैट इज़ इन जीआईडीसी, एंड नैनोटेक करके था जो पहले मैंने उसका कुछ कॉमर्शियल मेरा प्लेस नहीं था, वो मेरा होम एड्रेस पर मैंने रजिस्टर किया था, तो वो भी इजीली रजिस्टर्ड हो गया था। नोट हाँ, बेनिफिट्स में कुछ है कि आपको बहुत सारे हैं बेनिफिट्स की, टेंडर्स में आप फिलअप करना है, लेकिन मैंने वो एडवांटेजेस अभी लिया नहीं है।
क्या है टेंडर, क्या है
टेंडर में? कुछ रजिस्ट्रेशन में है कुछ जो पहले भरना पड़ता है ना, कुछ 10% कुछ अमाउंट, या उसमें कुछ बेनिफिट्स मिलते हैं।
अच्छा,
टेंडर्स में वो सब
ठीक है।
इसके अलावा सर एक दूसरा भी है रजिस्ट्रेशन रिक्वायर्ड, सीडबी स्मेरा में कुछ रजिस्ट्रेशन है, उसमें कुछ 15,000 का रिक्वायरमेंट रहता है। अगर आपको सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से कुछ सब्सिडी चाहिए तो दैट मीन्स कि आपको कुछ बाहर जा रहे हो एग्जीबिशन के लिए, या कुछ स्टॉल ले रहे हो वाइब्रेंट गुजरात में, तो उसमें सब्सिडी के लिए आपको स्मेरा में रजिस्ट्रेशन करना इंपॉर्टेंट है, और उसमें उसकी फीस है 15,000 है।
विद सिडबी
या
ओके, गुड पॉइंट, गुड। हाँ नहीं, सिडबी स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्री डेवलपमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, हाँ ओके, ऑल राइट। Good. Actually, what we had suggested, and I will write to reiterate that, and I think all of you will agree, that all associations of industry, say steel and wire or utensils or motors or whatever, should give at least 10% space or whatever space free of cost to the startups. I mean, why should they charge at all? These are startups, they have just come up. If you take 25,000 rupees from them even after discount, they can't afford, I mean they will have to borrow from somebody. So, I think for these startups, all industry association should give them free space for displaying, at least एक table दे दो उनको for displaying their products and information. After once they start, maybe after 5 crore or 2 crore, whatever amount we decide, they can be charged, but not before that. So, that is what I will recommend. I think if you all, that is in the interest of the startups, we should do that. There was some policy about reimbursement of VAT and CST. Any experience in this regard? Yes. Yes. Commercial, yes.
So what we did is we looked up for a virtual office, which cost us about 35,000 after discounts.
Virtual meaning somebody else's address.
There's a concept called virtual office. So there are like big companies who just give out virtual office. Yeah, on that you can register your VAT, you can register all your taxes, because this is a residential place.
So you can give their address.
Yeah.
I understand.
We face a lot of problems. Commercial, sir.
Micro.
Yeah, we face a lot of problems during the registration of our company, because we don't have a commercial property, and that's too costly for us in Mumbai, of course.
Very true.
Anyway, of course. But people are not ready to give NOCs too for that one. If you don't have, yeah, that's what. Of course, no, we don't have. We are a student.
No, but the owner of the house may not give you NOC for registering their premises with your company, because they will tomorrow something happens, वो समझेंगे कि उनके ऊपर चार्ज आ जाएगा.
नहीं सर, म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन जो टैक्स लेता है, वाटर टैक्स, बाकी सारे टैक्सेस है ना, और थोड़ा नहीं वो मानता ही नहीं है, और मानता भी है तो देन ही चार्जेस बोलता है भाड़ा डबल कर दो या फिर थोड़ा सा कर दो. बॉम्बे में यही हाल है. हाँ ओनर इज नॉट लिसनिंग सर बॉम्बे में, बहुत बहुत हार
ठीक है.
दे आर स्केप्टिकल कि मेरा घर जाता है,
So
कुछ
one of
टैक्सेस
the
वाले मेरे यहाँ
suggestion,
आएंगे.
how does this virtual office work?
Yeah, so there are international firms, Regus, lot of firms are there. So they are across India. So you just register the office over there. You get all the licenses. They give you NOC. They give you the light bills. So you get all your licenses. IEC, import export code, VAT,
नहीं तो वहाँ
CST.
कुछ करना नहीं है खाली.
No, we have to pay them. We have to pay
नहीं
them.
pay them, but you don't have to do anything in their premises.
No. Just address.
लाइट बिल कैसे देते हैं वो?
नहीं, it's a virtual office.
नहीं बट लाइट बिल किस बात का देते हैं? तुम्हारे वर्चुअल साइट के
नहीं.
सर्वर का खर्चा?
नहीं.
नहीं, I want to understand. हाँ.
So the thing are.
They give you a virtual address. ठीक है, domain name जैसा है उसने दे दिया.
No, it's a very good office. If you want to buy physical space, they charge you. But if you want virtual office, that's very nominal fees, 36,000 rupees per year. Then we got discount of 1,000 rupees, something like that.
Okay.
So virtual office, you can show it on your business cards, on your letterheads. So it's good. I mean, if you can show.
In some sense, it is like a post box.
Yeah. Post box.
You get all your
telephone
letters
facilities, telephone facilities and all, landline telephone facilities, everything. And it's a physical office.
But I'm saying, how do they give you electricity bill? Because they issue a bill in your name.
Not on my name, on their office name. Then they got an agreement, my company with them, and you can attach that agreement with the bill. So that works. That works for government offices. We have done.
That works. So one thing which we need to create is that we should create virtual office facility in every district. Is that what you're saying? Yes. Okay. Huh? No, but we have to create such spaces even in the district level, at the district level. I didn't realize that, but it's a good point. Or table space where people can have their office for the purpose of regulatory requirement. Whether they do their business not is not necessary, should not be compulsory. It is just to give them a foothold in the world of legal wrangles and legal judgment, legal net, which gives them a legitimacy and legal cover for doing that.
Why there is a need of NOC? Suppose it's a virtual office, is basically a loophole of the system. That the same office will be given if you will do agreement with hundreds of people. Okay, so it's basically it's suggesting government is suggesting to go for a illegal way. Instead of that, if government says okay, there is no NOC is required, if you have agreement with your house owner that you are living with him, there is already agreement. So why the owner again should give a NOC? Anyway, you are not going to do business either in the registered commercial office or your virtual office. Even the virtual office, you are not going to do business. So how the residential where I'm residing, I have an agreement. I'm not going to do business anywhere from there.
See, the problem is that if you allow commercial activities in the residential premises, it is very difficult to distinguish for which activity you should allow, which you not. All residential systems will become uninhabitable if in your neighborhood customers keep coming, lot of noise, all kind of.
But
that's the
for
problem.
registration purpose, this is only for registration, taking the VAT,
No,
taking
so then,
GST and CST.
it should
So
be
for that,
then it should be clear that for registration purposes you can use your current residence.
Exactly.
Wherever you have a rent contract.
Exactly.
But for actual doing business, you do wherever you want.
Yeah. So basically, the loophole here, the problem is registration, and for registration, they are using all the loopholes. Again, go for the virtual
question
office.
is, if they give you registration permission, how will they prevent you from actually doing business there?
Yeah.
That is the problem.
It's difficult to control.
That question you should answer. I have a rental contract. I got the permission to go, though I cannot do that. Let's say I am. My neighbors will feel troubled when I get.
But that is much easier to stop, because here you are giving our government, you are giving already a address that I am doing business. You can only say this is only for registration. You cannot do business when you are already giving address that
business
okay, I am registered here.
Business kahan karega?
So you can do
Kahin
business
bhi karo.
anywhere.
All
You
right.
can do business anywhere. For business, you cannot run business here. You can do registration just to support a startup.
See,
if I am
the
trying to start a
problem is you are on a rental. You next day you vacate that office, like vacate that premises. अब क्या करे गवर्नमेंट? रेंटल में तो क्या होगा कि भाई अगर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है 1 साल का है 2 साल का, कितना मांगते हैं पीरियड का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट? 1 year. So you have to have 1 year contract valid from the date on which you apply.
So the same thing happened with the virtual office.
ठीक है,
Even
ठीक
if vacate the virtual office.
ठीक है, ठीक है, okay, I understand.
To add to this, I think couple of universities try to give the hostel space to register also, but I think except UK, other university has not legalized to let student register office in the hostel campus. I think Brunel they have made it possible. The students can register their companies in the hostel dorms also. UK has allowed that, but Indian universities, even incubators have not done that. Something of that kind.
London Metro, actually this came in when London Metropolitan University, their pass outs got the money from the government, but they didn't have a virtual office. So they started, and the London Metropolitan University also allowed to use the
hostels are registered,
for
yes, they have done. Academic institutions have allowed hostel premises.
Even my company was registered with my dorm name. So I was in the dorm second. My company, when I started, it was when I was second year student. So I registered with the dorm. Yeah, in the hostel.
You were allowed? Wonderful. Great, great. I'm very happy to hear that.
Then I changed it. When I passed it out from there, then I changed. I mean, even if you go now, you find on the.
So you had an allotment letter of dorm?
Yeah, I had that letter. You know, an allotment letter. I used that. And I didn't have any other premises in the city. So, and I wanted to have company, so I did that.
I'm very happy. Years ago, I will not go into detail now, we'll discuss that. It's very nice, very nice. Okay, then the stamp duty, registration fee, anything on that, any problem on that? I mean, the cost was, somebody argued that you should be reimbursed, the incubators or the host institution should be eligible for 100% reimbursement of the stamp duty and registration fee paid on the sale or lease deed on the first transaction and 50% on the second transaction. Have you faced this problem, anybody who is either in the incubator or otherwise? How much have you to share on the stamp duty? Any stamp duty for any property agreement that you do? This is possibly, this is something only for the incubator, so we can leave that. How about the patent filing cost? How many of you file patents? And did you apply for any support for that anywhere? So you did it from your own account. Okay. Did you file yourself or you took help of an attorney? How many of you took help of attorney? Okay. How much did they charge? No, but how much did you pay?
Around 20K.
20K. Okay, that's not bad, it's reasonable. Including the fees to be paid?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's okay. 15 to 20,000 is very reasonable. There is very nominal amount that they have charged you, because rest is fees and maintenance fees and examination fees and all of that. So that's okay.
Sir, import duty exemption starting.
Yes, sir.
वो अगर मिलने हैं तो अच्छा होगा.
क्या होता है अभी?
Import duty कुछ products में बहुत ज़्यादा लगती है.
जैसे?
Suppose in the solar collector बाहर से आता है, उसमें 27% अभी duty है. Import duty.
और इंडिया में नहीं बनता है?
Even though parts of 3D printers are is 34% import duty we are paying.
Huh?
Parts of 3D printers we paid 34% of import duty.
I see. So please write down that wherever the intermediate technologies are imported, not the final product, where intermediate technologies are imported, maybe except for, well, in solar China has the monopoly. I mean, all the countries buy from China actually.
No, China has 34%.
Huh?
They also have 31%. If we buy from China also, no? We paid 34%.
Yeah, so can we consider that while final product, if you import, you charge whatever norms of the duty are, but if you buy intermediate, that too for a startup, maybe for the first 3 years or 4 years or 5 years, only for first 5 years, can we give a concession in the import duty to spur the manufacturing?
How are you going to kind of differentiate from
Turnover less than 5 crore and registration not older than 5 years.
People will start developing the
New companies.
and they will start importing from there. So they will,
Again, under invoices.
so it can be that they will see the dean of director whether it's the newly registered director. If the director of the company is kind of new, so 1 year or 2 year old, so only his company can be.
Write down, this is a good point, that if you are already director of some company, then you are not eligible for this concession. If you are the first time director, only then, only then. and if you have some credentials with either an academic institution with which you are affiliated, or online incubator, or MSME registration and SIDBI registration that we talked about earlier. All those things should be satisfied, then perhaps one could do that, because there will be 4 levels of scrutiny: MSME, SIDBI. Okay.
So at least for experiment, if we are importing some equipment or something, so those equipment should be import duty free.
Okay, very good point. I agree with you, completely agree with you, that if there is an R&D involved and that R&D equipment is for developing a product, but not for commercial application itself, say testing equipment or calibration equipment or something like that, we should allow much less, if at all, import duty. I think I agree with that. It's a good point. We missed that point earlier. We will add that. Okay. Customs, anything on? हाँ? Import duty आ गया वो तो custom है. One of the issue that came up in my class also earlier was that if you fail, how difficult it is to close the enterprise and start a new one. Anybody has an experience on that? Yeah, can you talk to those people there online? No, okay, ठीक है. हाँ बोलो. माइक दो. हाँ नहीं बोलो बताओ तो.
नैनोटेक करके इनिशियली मैंने स्टार्ट किया हुआ था ऑन द सेकंड डे ऑफ माय फाइनल ईयर एग्जाम लास्ट पेपर. सो उस वक्त मैं हिटाची हायरेल का असेंबलिंग जॉब वर्क करता था. तो क्लोज़ करने का रीज़न यही था कि दैट टाइम आई वाज डूइंग ओनली जॉब वर्क. सो उस वक्त मुझे ऐसा रियलाइज़ हुआ कि मुझे स्टैंड अलोन प्रोडक्ट्स में जाना है. दैट्स व्हाई आई क्लोज्ड, नथिंग एल्स रीजन.
बट डिड यू हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम इन क्लोजिंग द एंटरप्राइज?
नो.
अच्छा, when you applied for the next one, the fact that you have closed one caused any inconvenience? Did they ask that question?
No, but address was different. तो दूसरा कुछ ऐसा कुछ correction नहीं हुआ था.
For a minute that you had suffered a loss there, then you have to declare bankruptcy. You know, at the moment their bankruptcy laws are very tough.
या लेकिन कुछ ऐसा है नहीं था मेरे पास कि लोन ऐसा कुछ लिया हुआ है, ऐसा कुछ था नहीं. दैट्स व्हाई नो इशू.
Okay, anybody else who? नहीं क्या हुआ animal, that if you are a borrower, you have defaulted, ठीक है ना. अब you are not in a position to pay back that loan because you have not, I mean the enterprise has failed. So either, I mean how can that happen now? Bank will not write off unless for 3 years it has not been recovered, then they have to make a provision as a bad and doubtful debt in the balance sheet of the bank. Only then they can get DGC, IC cover, Deposit and Credit Guarantee Insurance Corporation cover. So banks will elongate this process. Now that means that you are ineligible for any borrowing for next startup till your status changes. So the only way in which legally you can do that is you declare bankruptcy. I am a bankrupt, and if you can do bankruptcy easily, then you can come back into the new enterprise cycle with new vigor and new eligibility. That is what we are discussing. No, but if it is a bankruptcy, because you see what happens is large number of enterprises fail and will fail. Now are we going to make them ineligible for anything else later? We can't. Then this country will become a country of ineligible people, young people. तो they will say सर आपने हमको क्यों कर्जा दिलवाया, आपने हमको क्यों स्टार्टअप में ले गए, अब तो हमको कोई कुछ देता ही नहीं है कोई भी. They will curse us.
In fact, what is happening now, the government has, RBI has come up with so many regulations, that is called CB. Even if you settle, suppose you have 1,000 rupees of loan and you settle at 990 rupees and it shows 10 rupees settlement, even that also no bank is going to fund you. Even a manager is going to, suppose is going to give you loan and something happens tomorrow, then the manager job will go. So that banks, because of the civil regulations, now the RBI has come up with a non-cooperative customer. That suppose you have a loan of 5 crore, more than 5 crore, and you are not cooperating with the bank.
That is bigger loan.
Yeah. So for that again, no bank is going to pay. So civil regulation, etc. It has even credit card payment, you don't make payment. Leave the bank to company. So even credit card payment, if you are not giving 100 rupees is the due, after 5 years go for the another loan that 100 rupees plus interest, everything you have to pay, then only you are eligible for any other loan. So
No, that is fair. I mean, we want people to pay back their loan. That is not the issue. I am only saying in the, yes, please.
So in this context, I would like to say ki, now since the New Companies Act has come, there is the concept of one-person company also. So startup, instead of going by his own name and getting all these credit defaults under his or her own name, let this credit default be in the name of the company, which can be shut down after the company is declared bankrupt. So for this, I don't think we need a separate policy
No,
thing for
see,
startup.
there are two issues. One is, I had two different projects in grid codes. One was bankruptcy of the individual, and second was bankruptcy of the company. They are two different things, and both are relevant in some cases for your eligibility to do various kind of transactions. So the question, but since there are not many people here who have gone through that experience, I would suggest that if you know your friends who have had entrepreneurial failure and have had difficulty in borrowing again or raising funds again for the second venture, I would like to hear from them, because that issue is very important. We cannot assume that most people will succeed in their first venture. In fact, most people may fail in their first venture. So we need to really find a solution to that. Okay. The IP clearance today, how long it took you to get IP, Shantanu?
For filing?
No, for grant.
It takes around 3 years at least.
No, but how much time did it take to you? You have got it or you have not yet got it?
No, I filed last year only.
Last year only.
Yeah, so it
About
takes
you?
18 months to publish,
No,
and
वो
then
ठीक है,
3
वो तो
years
18
for
months का है. Anybody else who filed patent? Yes. Okay, all right. Generally now they have reduced the time, they have reduced it to 2.5 to 3 years. Earlier it used to 4 or 5 years, so they are becoming better. But we were thinking whether we should get a fast track for green entrepreneurs. Those whose technologies have environmental positive effect, can they be given a fast track? USPTO had started that policy in 2009, they closed in 2011, but the idea was that those technologies should not be delayed, their entry in the market should not be delayed by giving them fast track clearance. That was the idea. So we have recommended that. Another was that should a provisional license make an entrepreneur eligible to start business, because the proper license takes, as you said, 60 70 days. That is what we are recommending, that you get a provisional license in one day, you start a business, and then later on you can get the proper license. Is that workable? Because that will solve a lot of problems. It is like your provisional patent, it gives you 1 year time before you file full specification. So like that, can we have a provisional license? That is what we recommended, and we will again reiterate this. The public procurement, how many of you have applied for a tender from the government? You mentioned about NAL, somebody mentioned about National Electric Lab, is there, the person has gone or is here? Somebody who had filed a tender for NAL and they faced a lot of problem. Anybody else? Yes. बोले लो.
स्टेट लेवल के जो भी टेंडर्स हैं ना, उसमें हम अप्लाई करते हैं ना, तो वो लोग 3 साल का टर्नओवर वगैरह से मतलब मांगते हैं, एक्सपीरियंस होना चाहिए, ठीक है. तो उससे अच्छा है कि वो लोग हमारी एक सैम्पल प्रोडक्ट लेके उसे टेस्टिंग करके हमें वर्क दे सके. तो
दोबारा बोलो, दोबारा बताओ क्या बोल रहे हो.
मतलब वो लोग क्या बोलते हैं, अगर सपोज कि मैं एक एग्जांपल दूं कि मैंने एक स्ट्रीट लाइट के टेंडर के लिए अप्लाई किया, ठीक है, वो लोग बोलते हैं कि ये टेंडर 60 लाख रुपीस का है, तो आपको आपका टर्नओवर 2 करोड़ का होना चाहिए, वो भी लास्ट 4 ईयर का, ठीक है. तो उसके हिसाब से मैं काम नहीं कर पाऊँगा, ठीक है. वो मेरे लिए अभी मतलब आगे 4 साल तक मुझे काम मिल ही नहीं सकता, इसका मतलब ये हो गया,
ठीक है.
लेकिन मैं अच्छी प्रोडक्ट सप्लाई कर सकता हूँ.
हाँ.
तो वो लोग अगर इसमें हेल्प करें कि एक बार मेरी प्रोडक्ट देख ले, सैंपल चेक कर ले, ठीक है, उसके बाद मुझे वो लोग चांस दे, उसके फेस बना के, सपोज के 60 लाख का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है तो वो लोग 4 फेस बना सकते हैं, क्योंकि अगर 4 महीने का काम है तो वो 1 महीने में नहीं होने वाला है, तो उसका 4 फेस बना के 1-1 महीने के डिफरेंस पे वो हमें काम दे सके स्टार्टअप में.
So that once you fulfill,
हाँ,
Only then you are given the next phase.
अगर उसमें उन लोगों को क्वालिटी दिखाई दे, ठीक
देखो भाई
है?
देखो phase, write down that the startups who have no turnover to show should not be ineligible only on account of lack of prior turnover.
एंड सर पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस एक दो ऑफिस का काम खत्म होने के बाद टेंडर डिक्लेयर हुए थे.
फिर कैसे किया?
वो नहीं बता सकता.